Welcome to Creative Type Podcast. This is episode 28, Making Art Business Goals. I'm Lori Rivera.
And I'm Jamie Haney.
Welcome to Creative Type Podcast.
Hello.
So, hello, here we are again. This is episode 28. Oh my gosh, I can't believe it.
I know. And we're recording a little early, so it's not Christmas yet here. So, I was thinking, Lori, I don't think we even said Merry Christmas in the last, or Happy Holidays. I don't know if we did or not.
I don't think we did. Yeah. So, Happy Holidays, everyone.
Yeah.
This is the busiest time of year, especially for artists. Usually, anyway. So, hope everybody's holding it together.
Yeah. Hey, I'm going to interrupt you here a second. Did you hear a phone call?
No.
On my end? Okay. All right. We're all good then.
Okay.
I didn't want that to be disturbing for anyone.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Okay, so this episode should be airing on, let's see here, the 26th, right? December 26th.
Yeah, the day after Christmas.
Okay, so, well, I hope everyone had a nice Christmas. You didn't fight too much with your family.
Yeah.
But that's the way it goes, right?
Yeah.
All right, well, so I guess I can't really ask you how your Christmas was because we haven't had it yet.
I know, right?
So what are you doing? It's going to be good.
Your mother-in-law and father-in-law are coming over, right?
My mother-in-law and her husband. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Yeah. And it's just going to be
my dad.
The three of you and your dad. Yes. Your dad and your in-laws.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, we're going to have a small Christmas too. It's just going to be me and my daughter and my husband, my mom and dad, and my brother and his husband. So.
Oh, well, that's good that your brother's coming in.
Yeah. Yeah. So that's exciting.
Yeah. I bet your mom's happy about that.
Oh, yeah.
Well, we've been encountering my son. He's 17. He's almost 18 in March. So we've been dealing with having to share him with his girlfriend and her family. So this is kind of some newer territory. We didn't have to share him last year because he had a different girlfriend, and she was here with us for a lot of it, and I just don't think he went to any of their Christmas stuff. But now this new girlfriend that he's got, he's been invited for Christmas Eve, which I'm having a little bit of a hard time with because, I'm just used to him being here. And I don't mind. I try to think back, what did I do around this age? And I'm pretty sure I was hanging out with my boyfriend and his family. So I have to kind of let up. But, man, it's hard.
I'm sure.
Yeah.
I'm not there yet.
No, you're not dealing with that yet. Autumn is almost 13, right? In January.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, so, well, it's coming, girl. It's coming.
I know. I'm not looking forward to that.
No. All right. Well, you want to get this started? Let's talk about making some artist business goals.
Yeah.
All right. So I know that you're the ultimate goal maker and achiever, Lori. So do you want to start with what you had in mind? What are you going to say about it?
Yeah. Well, I guess I just first want to stress the importance of creating goals because I think when you have a goal, you're more likely to be successful. Not that you can't be successful without a goal or goals, but it gives you some direction, you know?
Right, yeah.
And I think, if we don't have goals, we're just kind of out there, just kind of hanging in thin air, and we don't really know where we're going, Yeah,
I have to agree with you there because I tend to do that. I'm not really a goal maker. I have to consciously make myself write down goals.
Right.
And I do exactly like what you just said. I kind of just fly around. If I don't have a goal, then things just don't get accomplished. I'm more scattered. It's not good, really. And it's very conscious for me because goals are not something that I think about very often. How are you? Do you think about them a lot?
I think about them all the time. And
I thought that.
I recently read, remember that book I just read, Get Rich, Lucky Bitch?
Oh,
I can't remember. I can't remember. Yes, I did. I can't remember the author's name. Shoot, I can't remember her name.
Duffield. Her name
yes,
is Duffield.
Denise, isn't it Denise?
I think
yes.
Maybe. Yeah, we'll put that in the show notes.
And she recommends that, you do things like put a little reminder in your phone that goes off every day, or I think she said every hour. I don't have mine going off every hour, but
wow.
Twice. I think it goes off twice a day, just reminding me, hey, you hit your goal of whatever amount, And so
wait a minute. So you're telling yourself that you've already met your goal, or
yeah.
Oh, so it's kind of like positive thinking then, even though you hadn't met your goal. Oh,
right.
Okay.
You have to envision, you have to word your goals like you've already achieved the goal.
Oh, okay.
That's what she recommends. So that's what I'm doing with my goals.
Well, so I know it hasn't been very long since you have read that book. So are you seeing any progress with this positive thinking? What's the name for that? I can't think of it, because we've talked about that with the book, The Secret, and what is it? What is it when you manifesting? That's it.
Oh, okay. Yeah, kind of like a self-fulfilling prophecy.
Yeah. So have you found anything to happen with that yet?
Not anything major yet, but I think I'll let you know a few months from now how I think that's working.
Okay, yeah. Well, that's good. That's interesting.
Yeah. And something you mentioned was writing your goals down. I want to stress how important that is, because just the act of writing your goals down, I think, helps you achieve them more easily.
Yeah. And it helps someone who's a little more scattered, like I am, to try to stay a little more organized. Because if you have it written down, now you got to remember where you wrote them down at. That's a little bit of a challenge for me. And I mean, even digitally, I can lose stuff. I lose files. I lose, organization is always a challenge for me. But yes, I agree. Writing your goals down, that is definitely something. Then you can revisit your goals like that if you have them written down. But if you just keep them in your head, I mean, if you're like me, oh shit, it's gone one day.
Right.
There one day and gone the next. And then it comes back as something else,
Yeah. Something else Denise says in that book is to write your goals down every day.
Every day, yeah.
Yeah.
The goal for the day?
Rewrite them, the same goals for the year or whatever your goals are. Just write them down every day.
Yeah, I probably would do that. Have you done that?
Well, I haven't. I started off good, but I haven't been doing it lately.
Yeah, it's kind of like that. Did you ever read The Artist's Way with the morning pages and all that?
I've read bits and pieces of it.
Okay, so I started it. I failed. I did not finish it, but it's really interesting and I like it, and a lot of artists just love it. But man, I cannot get into the morning pages. It is just, my hand would start cramping up. She wanted you to write, I don't know how many pages. And it was just like, write anything down that comes to your head. So, it wasn't necessarily business oriented or anything. It could be anything. If you wanted to talk about business, I guess you could. But then, it was like, once you were done, it was just like word vomit. Once it was done, it was over with. And you didn't necessarily go back to those notes and read them or anything. So it kind of, it's just, what I'm getting at is it just kind of falls by the wayside, and I got out of that habit because I didn't enjoy it. But we have to do the things that work for us.
Yeah. And we have to focus on what we enjoy, I think, too. Because if we're not doing things we enjoy, we're going to lose interest.
Right. We're not going to do it. Yeah. If you don't like it, you just won't end up doing it. Yeah.
Something else that came to mind too is SMART goals. You know how I always talk about that.
Yeah. Well, go ahead and or tell us about that again, in case someone doesn't know what you think about SMART goals.
Sure. It's just a way to outline your goals in a way that you can measure them. So let's say you want to lose weight. And you say, I want to lose 10 pounds. Or maybe you just say, I want to lose weight. Well, no, that's not a good goal. Your goal should be, I want to lose 10 pounds by January 31st or
Oh, yeah.
whatever.
Right. Specific and trackable. Yeah.
Specific, you want it to be specific, and then the M stands for measurable, the A stands for attainable. So you don't want to make your goal so far out there that you can't attain it.
Right.
And the R is for realistic. Once again, you want a realistic goal.
Mhm.
And then T is for time oriented. So you want to put a time frame in there. That way, if you follow all 5 of those qualities in your goal, I don't know if you call it qualities, I don't know if that's the right word I'm looking for, but if you follow that model, you'll be able to measure your goals and see if you're successful with them.
Yeah. Yeah.
So that's what I always do with my goals. I make them SMART goals.
That's good. And I had forgotten what that was an acronym. So it's specific, measurable, attainable, realistic, and time oriented. Right. Okay. All right. Well, that's good. Yeah. It never hurts to be reminded of that. I have to be reminded almost on a daily basis. We were talking about sleeping this morning and also yesterday on my Facebook page, I mentioned it.
Yeah.
And it's amazing how many people are not getting good sleep. And I really think that affects how I function. I'm sure it does, and how everyone functions.
Oh, yeah.
Sleep you get and how well.
Is so important.
Oh, gosh, yes. And how you can process your thoughts. And I know that when I don't sleep well, I'm just like a foggy mess. Yeah. And I have not been sleeping well for a while now. I think a lot of it's age related, but it's just sleep is so important to be able to focus on what we're doing.
Oh yeah,
I wish I could take a focus pill. I think they do make focus pills, don't they? I wonder if they work.
For ADHD, they do. I don't know if do they have generic ones for anybody too?
Well, yeah, I see these commercials and it's usually older folks and they are just wanting to get their cognitive skills back or sharpness.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
And it's over the counter stuff. So I don't know. I don't know if it works or not.
Yeah.
Might be interesting to try it though sometime.
Right.
Yeah. All right.
So Jamie, what do you want to go ahead?
Oh no, you go ahead.
I was just going to ask you if you want to share any of your goals for 2024.
Oh boy. Why don't you start?
Okay.
Some ideas while I come up with something real quick. Actually, we just had what we need to share with everybody. We had a goal meeting with me, you, and Vicky. And we talked about this already. And I cannot find those notes for anything to save my life.
Oh, no.
I know. I can't find them anywhere. I have them. It's in a notebook. And I got 20 notebooks sitting around here. So I am looking while I'm talking to you, and it's not within arm's reach, that's for sure. All right.
You need to put your notes in your note app on your phone, then you won't lose them and it'll be searchable.
Yeah, I know you're right. Girl, do you know how many notes I have in my note app?
Oh, I know. I have 500 and something, I think.
Okay, you got me beat. I have 261 notes.
Yeah.
So, but I bet I got you beat on how many tabs you got open. Let's talk about that.
Oh, yeah.
How many tabs do you have open on your phone?
Oh, my gosh. I don't know. I think I just cleared them out.
Oh, that's good. Because, you always think that, I'll go back to that. I want to leave that open.
Oh, my gosh.
Go ahead.
Yeah, I just have one. I cleared them out. I just cleared them out last night, I think.
How did you clear them out? Can you do it in one fell swoop?
Well, you mean your browser?
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah. Are you talking about on your phone? On your phone,
right?
Yeah. So I see I have all these tabs, but I have to go in and X them out. Is there a faster way? Because I have 470 tabs open.
Oh my gosh.
I know that's probably slowing my phone down.
You just click on that little, if you have the browser open and you have an iPhone, you just click on that little square to the bottom right and then go to edit and then close all tabs.
Oh, I don't even see that. So, we'll have to do this. We'll have to do this in private because this is not part of goals, right? All right.
We're getting off track.
Yeah, we got off track because I guess I'm trying to avoid goals. All right, so I'm going to have you start with telling us your goals, Lori, because maybe that'll refresh my memory.
All right. Well, first of all, I have a sales goal next year.
Okay, so we're not really getting specific then. We're just talking about the types of goals. Oh, I gotcha.
Well, I'm going to be specific with a couple of them, but my sales goal, basically, I want to double my sales from this year, which is a very, very lofty goal, and I realize that there's a good chance I won't meet it. This goes back to being realistic about your goals. It's probably not a very realistic goal, but I'm dreaming big. I'm dreaming big.
You need to have some real big lofty goals in there too, though, because if you're not reaching for the stars, then you got to have something to push yourself.
Right. So I'm reaching big.
You could actually get that. You could attain that.
Yeah. I mean, it's doable.
It's not like it's impossible.
Right. It's doable. That leads into my next goal. I want to paint 15 hours a week. And I did not meet that goal this year. I was a little bit short. So my goal is to paint 3 hours a day, during the week. So that would be 15 hours a week.
Yeah.
And then another goal I have for next year is I want to get into a Nashville gallery, Nashville, Tennessee.
Yeah.
So, and all those goals, I want to accomplish, of course, within the year. Right. Those are my 3 main goals.
Okay. I think those are good goals. And I think that's actually pretty attainable. The double the sales, we just never know about that. It's just going to require numbers, right? You're going to have to reach more people. And that kind of comes along once if you get in Nashville gallery, then it would kind of go along with that.
Right. And that's what I'm banking on. I'm banking on getting into another gallery in a bigger city. So
Yeah. So do you have a backup plan for that goal?
For my sales goal or the Nashville?
Yeah,
goal?
I guess for any of the goals. Or should we even have backup goals? Because then you're kind of giving yourself an out already. Maybe
I don't know. No, I don't have any other goals. I don't have any backup goals.
Yeah. Okay.
I guess that would be called a contingency plan maybe or something. I don't know.
Yeah. All right. Well, I guess I'm going to go along with you. I want to double my sales as well.
All right.
I'm going to announce that out to the universe right now. I want to double my sales.
Awesome.
And I think that's a good goal, 3 hours a day. Although I know right off the bat that I can't do that on Tuesdays. Or you're dedicated more. Girl, I cannot get up at 4 a.m. and paint. That is just not in my DNA.
Well, that's what I'm going to try to do anyway. Yeah, I don't know if I'll be able to keep it up or not. But I'm going to try.
I mean, it's a goal, right? That's all you can do is try to reach the goal. So I guess mine is not specific to 3 hours a day. Mine would be, I would like to get 15 hours in a week as well. But just however I can do that, that's a goal for me. That I'm more of a do whatever it takes to get that. It doesn't matter how you get to it, as long as you can get to it, right? Mm-hmm. So that might mean I work 10 hours one day, and that's okay with me. I'm not a creature of I guess I am a creature of habit to a certain extent, but I am not oh my God, I have to get in 5 hours of studio time today, or I'm just not going to go.
Right.
I'm not that way. If I go in when I can.
Yeah.
So I think that's how I would approach that. I'm not so much a stickler on the days. Just get the time in. And as far as galleries goes, no, I don't really want to reach out to any other galleries. I guess if they reached out to me, I would consider that. But you and I have different paths, with that. We've talked about that before.
Right.
But I would like to get some larger work to the gallery that I am in. And that's, at the gallery that you and I share in Vicki, also, Inman's Gallery, picture framing and gallery. So I would like to get some larger works there because, it just makes sense. It's harder to ship large work, and, you got to weigh it. Is it, I can reach local people through the gallery, or I can reach probably, more people through the internet. However, you've got the cost of shipping. And I don't know. Are people on the internet willing to drop that money? I'm hearing more and more. Yes, they are willing to pay, big bucks for. Not that my artwork is big bucks or anything, but they're willing. That people are used to paying for things on the internet now, not just $100 or less. I think I read
Yeah.
$10,000. Like it's really hard to sell anything over $10,000 on the internet right now.
Oh yeah.
But I bet that changes, and I bet it depends on what you're looking for, because people sell cars. You sell cars on the internet, so I think it just depends on what it is you're selling.
Yeah, that's also a what do they call it? A necessity item. There's a
car, yeah. And we're luxury items.
Right. So I think there's a difference there, but
yeah, but you know what? I know that they say that, but can you imagine what our life would be without having art in it? And now I'm not talking just about paintings. I'm talking about music, creativity, everything that we touch. An artist has somehow had their hand on it, whether they've designed it, they've come up with the concept, they've wrote the music, they've played the music, they've painted the paintings, they've drawn the illustrations, everything. People don't realize how much art is in their life every single day.
Designed your clothing?
Yeah. Your bedding, your decor, your cars.
Yeah.
Every single thing has some sort of creative person attached to it at some point.
Yeah.
All right, we kind of got off track again. I can kind of go on tangents. Well, all right, so I told you my goals. You told me your goals. And do we have anything else to say about goals?
I don't think so.
What do you do? Okay, so let's talk. I got something. What do we do when we reach a goal? Celebrate, right? I think it's important.
Yes.
It's important to celebrate your goals, even small ones, because I think that, our friend Vicky, her goal is to get a massage every week, or no, every month now. That's a good goal to have. I want that kind of goal.
Yeah, really.
That's a celebration in itself, isn't it?
Yeah.
Okay, but I think that that's actually, we could kind of go from there. If you attain one of your good goals, get a massage. Do something to celebrate. And not just buy another paintbrush, because you have to buy that supplies anyway, right? Get something that's enjoyable for you. I guess if that's what brings you joy, then buy the paintbrush. But man, what I like is having my feet rubbed. I'd like to go to a massage person who just works on my feet sometimes.
Oh yeah.
I like a whole body massage too, but oh my gosh. Whenever I was young, my mom would rub my feet and it would feel so good.
Oh. I don't like touching my feet.
Oh, you're not a foot person. Oh, isn't that funny? Oh, that's funny. No, I love it. How did we get the feet? I'm talking about goals.
Yeah, really.
Hey, whatever floats your boat, right? For celebrating your goal.
Yeah.
That you attained your goal. And so what do we do if we don't attain our goals? Well, it's not like we're going to slap our hands or punish ourselves.
Right.
We just have to, what do you do when you don't attain your goals? Because here we are at the end of the year. Do you remember what your goals were last year when you put for 2023? Have you attained any of those goals? I'm sure you have. Yeah.
Yeah. And I don't know that I celebrated them,
No.
I guess I didn't.
Well, we need to make sure that we do that.
Yeah, and I guess if you don't reach your goals, you just need to readjust them for the next year,
Right.
So, like, if I don't reach my sales goal next year, then I'll reevaluate that goal for 2025 and lower it if I need to, or,
Or maybe it just stays the same. Who says you have to lower it?
True.
It's just something you just keep working at, right?
Yeah.
And then when you achieve the goal, that's when it's time to really reassess. Okay, now do I need to triple my sales? That's when I think that more assessing. I don't know that I would downgrade my goal. I don't think that's a positive way of looking at it.
Probably right. Yeah.
I don't know. All right. Well, we talked about celebrating our goals. Added that, and what do you want to do? A recap real quick?
Sure. Yeah, just, it's important to have goals. It gives you direction, gives you that roadmap you need to move ahead and and be successful, and make sure that when you set your goals, make sure they're SMART goals. So you want them to be specific, measurable, attainable, realistic, and time-oriented. And it's good to write down your goals, of course. Now, if you don't want to write them down, you can also put them in your phone or on your computer. I have mine in my calendar and on my phone.
Just don't lose them like I do. Just don't lose them.
Right. Yeah, don't lose them. So you need to write down your goals again, Jamie.
Okay, I will. I just need to find that notebook. I have them written down there, but I kind of know what they are.
Yeah.
In my head, but I don't know specific numbers and all that. So yeah, I'll do that. Yeah. We need to hold each other accountable too. So ask me again later.
All right. Okay.
It helps. You know what? That's another thing we can add. It helps to have someone that keeps you accountable for your goals.
Right. Yeah.
Because it's too easy for me to say, yeah, whatever, I didn't reach that goal. But if we have something if we have someone that we got to tell and they ask us specifically, did you reach your goal today? It's kind of like when I used to go to Weight Watchers and I had to weigh in once a week, and they're like, they could tell right then if I had reached that goal. Oh man, I really don't want to step on that scale. Or sometimes I'd be surprised and I'd be like, woohoo! I did reach the goal. And talk about celebration, man. That's what the Weight Watcher meetings were really good for. We all just really celebrated each other because, losing weight's so hard.
Oh, yeah.
At least it is for me. All right. Well, I think this is a good podcast, definitely something good to be talking about. And of course, everybody's going to be talking about goals at the first of the year. And, but it's, it's part of life. Even if you don't have a business, it's good to have goals, right? Like my goal is to have my house clean before my family comes.
Right.
We have goals all the time that we really don't even think about. My goal is to make it to my doctor's appointment on time, or, the goals can be so many different things to each of us, and small and big.
And I think they keep us motivated,
Oh, yeah. Right.
Because I really think that if I didn't have goals, I wouldn't be motivated to do much of anything.
Oh, for sure. It kind of keeps you motivated to just keep going and to keep living, right? If you have no motivation to do anything, what kind of life is that? I think everybody has goals whether they know it or not. I mean, your goal, even if your goal is to make it the next day to watch, the news or whatever.
Right.
Or your favorite movie. It's just, we have to have goals because, man, with all the crap that goes on in the world, we have to have some sort of goal to just keep going sometimes.
Oh, yeah. I agree.
Yeah. All right. Well, I guess, Happy New Year, right? There we go. I knew we had another holiday coming up.
Yeah.
Trying to think a little ahead of time.
Before we know it.
That's right. 2024 is knocking on the door.
That rhymed.
That's awesome. All right. Well, okay. So I think that we wrap this one up. Goals. Make your art business goals, or whatever business you're in, right? But I think we have mostly artists listening to us.
Yeah, I think so.
So yeah, write down those goals, guys, and just keep working towards them. That's all we can do is just keep trying, right? If we're not trying, if we're not working, we're dead.
Yeah.
Right? That's kind of the way I look at it. Oh, I will say, last night we were out getting some last minute gifts, and we were in Menards, which is like a big box home and garden store. If you don't have a Menards around you. And they had seed starting stuff already out.
Oh my gosh, you're kidding me.
No, it's out already. I'm so excited to see it. I know. I'm so excited to see. And of course, Valentine's stuff is already out.
Yeah.
But I'm ready to move on. Let's get it going. I'm ready for spring.
Winter just got here.
I know. Like yesterday was the first day. I'm not thinking about that, man. Don't try to bring me down.
Okay.
All right. Well, thanks, Lori. And
thanks.
I guess we'll just wrap this up. And thank you, everyone, for listening to a Creative Type podcast. I'm going to have the show notes all written down if you want to see some of the books that Lori mentioned. And you can contact us through our email, creativetypepodcast@gmail.com. And, of course, that link will be on there, too. We do have a couple items if you'd like to support the show. We've got the tote bag and an apron with a Creative Type artist written on it. They're really cool. I love my tote bag. And thanks for listening, and we hope to see you next week with another episode on Creative Type Podcast. Thank you. Bye.
Thank you for listening. Bye.